order paper. Order paper. Clerk, can you confirm whether we have quorum to transact our businesses today?
There is quorum.
Please proceed to read the orders of the day.
Homa Bay County Assembly, Third Assembly, Second Session, Orders of the Day. Thursday, 7th December 2023 at 9:30 a.m. Communication from the chair.
Proceed.
Number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petition.
Our calendar always allows us to have statements on this day. And we normally have like today we have the statement from the leader majority. Then we have been longing for this statement.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I rise to make my statement relating to my responsibilities in the House as the leader of the majority party. Honorable Speaker, I wish to thank the Lord Almighty for the far He has brought us. Today marks the end of our second session as per the Assembly calendar approved by this House. Considering a number of activities that we have engaged in as an Assembly in the last 1 year, it is noteworthy of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. On behalf of the County Assembly, I wish to thank the Assembly leadership and committee chairpersons for their concerted efforts in coordinating all the activities, objects of devolution. Article 185 further provides for the legislative authority of county assemblies.
Leader majority, just a moment.
Member Speaker, I met somebody in my office this morning, and the honorable member will to Okoa Jazz. So, Mr. Speaker, it states a county assembly may make it is through your commitment as honorable members that enabled this House to have adequate businesses to transact. Congratulations. The Homa Bay County Climate Change Bill 2022, the Homa Bay County Revenue Administration Bill 2022, and a clear indication that the Assembly is committed in undertaking its legislative role as spelled out the commitment of Her Excellency the Governor, Honorable Gladys Nyasuna Wanga, for her enormous efforts in ensuring that our youths to represent the wards at the sub-county levels, which is due to kick off from 2nd to 27th of December. And Mr. Speaker, there were some various sporting activities, Mr. Speaker, which culminates to scouting talent disaster being reported in various wards, including Kochia, Wangchien, Homa Bay East Ward, just to mention a few. The government is committed to offer assistance to its residents who are affected by floods. Occasion are no fatalities as a consequence of the ongoing rains. It is the risks. The county government, in collaboration with other development partners, are working the routine maintenance of our roads, and especially the ones which are currently impassable. It is my considered view, therefore, that in ensuring that we do as much as we can to navigate through it. Honorable Speaker, in achieving its goals. It's amazing how so often the time taken to achieve success, value, and experience, and learn from our past. We are committed to learn from our past. We are committed to nurturing and protecting a prosperous new year. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well done, Majority Leader. Well done, Majority Leader.
Kiongozi walio wengi kwa masuala ambayo
to the women and maybe the ladies who attended and those who are in attendance. Mr. Speaker, I want to tell you beyond no doubt, many of them who are not here, like who are with us, but Hamilton was conspicuously absent on that day in town. So it doesn't how we never benefited the county, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Sophie Salim. I quite agree with you, but my only problem is that how do you talk about the accommodations and all that? Probably other members benefited on other areas, but please proceed.
Nikiwa vizuri kushinda vile tulikuwa huko. Kuhakikishie Bwana Speaker, tulilala humu na wali
msimu wa Krismasi kuna baadhi ya vikao ambavyo vinaandaliwa pale na kila kikao wakikuja
the MCA for North Karachuani.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity also to thank the Majority Leader.
What is it, Honorable Sophie Salim? I'm seeing your buzzer on. What is out of order?
Bwana Speaker, ungemuhimiza tu aendelee na lugha ya Kiswahili. Tuongee Kiswahili bwana. Wachana na hii mambo ya Kiingereza kila siku Bwana Speaker. Ndio nakuwa na
Okay. Honorable Dongo, I believe you understand what the concern of Honorable Sophie Salim is. Anyway, proceed, Honorable Dongo.
Concern is home. Swahili teacher. So next time I'll accord you an opportunity maybe to teach you, because you tried to challenge Hamilton. Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity now to address some issues concerning the speech of our Leader of Majority. Leader of Majority, you mentioned some of the things that concerns us as members of explain well that our committees are going to be on. I just want to ask my colleague members that in many occasions you realize when there are no plenaries, you'll find some members not attending the committees. But it is going to be for our interest and the benefit. We are going to do a lot of the things. Our line fact findings, this is now the time. And we are going to do them such that when we'll resume in the next session, we'll have an opportunity maybe to have business for this House. Mr. Speaker, this recess has come at the right time, members. You are all aware that the disbursement plan of buses is on. And this one needs the attention of honorable members of this county assembly. Exactly now in our wards, the committees are already sitting and they want to start working on the issues concerning the bursaries. But given the opportunity, we are now going to join them so that immediately the list is out, nobody will complain, because this one is going to find us down there with our people. I want also confirm that the sporting activities, the Majority Leader mentioned the Governor's Cup, from the areas where it has already started, when you look at the magnitude of people attending these games, it's very enormous. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate the effort of Her Excellency the Governor concerning this, because our people, the residents of from our wards, the Homa Bay County people, you find them very occupied in these activities. And this one has got positive impact on the lives of the teenagers or the youths. They are now occupied in these activities to an extent that they don't have time to loiter around. This is a practice that must be embraced, and I want us to, as members, please let us join them so that they see us also supporting them. It is good in sub-counties. That's where we are now going to have real games. The sub-counties are going to compete. I want to urge my colleagues from Karachuonyo. My team is going to do it the same way they did it last time. I'm very happy that my close challenger, Honorable Kolela, is sitting next to me. But I heard it's now again coming up. But the Karachuonyo MCS, be ready that my team is really practicing, and I hope you will see me at the top of everything. Mr. Speaker, allow me also thank the majority leader for his steady his office. He has behaved well, and he has practiced. He has embraced the best practices that a leader should embrace given the opportunity. And I want you, majority leader, carry on. We are supporting you. The members are also ready to work with you. Allow me also thank the entire leadership. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, I'm very grateful, very ready to go for recess. For committee reasons, I'll be...
Our majority leader, for having it as a habit and a culture that from time to time he comes up with his statements to this time, you'll agree that we are not just being paid for nothing, but we are really doing work in this county. And the work we are doing, the Governor's Cup, that is on currently. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the players in the wards, Mr. Speaker, I think it is time we come up with they poach players from other regions to come, and you find that when the award is given, it becomes beneficial to members who are not, to players who are not even members of. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that when you look at the narration of what the areas that that we, the honorable members who are in this house, the female honorable members, we better find time, we sit, and we can also fine-tune it and make sure that the it was really a platform for women to showcase their talents and to showcase their ability. We also had an opportunity to meet some of the ladies, because this thing did not only touch the Luo Nyanza, but by extension, it even went, maybe it wasn't, it didn't achieve its objective, but I want to tell you, that was the first one, Mr. Speaker. And the way it went, that I want to be like so and so. Mr. Speaker, I want to say, Mr. Speaker, we also had an opportunity, even to, I want to say that me here, as an honorable member and elected member of Lambwe, I'm ready to go for the long recess, Mr. Speaker. As I go, one of my committees is out tomorrow. So if I've been given time to be in recess, I can go out and maybe relax a bit. You know, I also have time to attend to the family, Mr. Speaker. You know, at times...
Speaker, kwanza kabisa ningependa nimshukuru Mola Subhanahu wa Ta'ala kwa vile ameweza kutuwezesha tangu tuzaliwe na tangu tuapishwe katika jimbo letu la ugatuzi la Homa Bay hadi sasa. Niko na furaha isiyo na kifani kwangu mimi kama mama hapa. Nimesikia vile waheshimiwa wenzangu wamejadili kuhusu kauli ambalo limeletwa mbele yetu na kiongozi ya walio wengi. Ni kauli nzuri sana, amelisoma kwa njia ya kuwa tangu gavana wetu mpendwa Gavana Gladys Wanga apishwe katika afisi, amefanya mambo mengi sana. Na najua ya kuwa hata sisi sote tuwajua vizuri ya kuwa kushiza wanawake ni kuhudumisha amani. Kwa kweli tumekuwa na amani katika jimbo letu la ugatuzi. Na wakati ambapo alikuwa akifanya kampeni zake, kuna vitu mingi aliwaahidi watu wa Homa Bay. Na hizo vitu tuwaziona sasa. Na ningependa niseme ya kuwa tumunge mkono, tufanye kazi kama familia moja ili jimbo letu la Homa Bay liweze kupiga hatua mbele kushinda vile ambapo tumepiga hatua. Kwa sasa ningependa niimize waheshimiwa wenzangu, tunaenda likizo na likizo ndefu. Iwapo mtakuwa mkisherehekea Krismasi, tuweze kufikiria na tuweze kuwakumbuka wale walio chini na wale hawana kila kitu cha kula. Sisi ambapo kama waheshimiwa tunaweza kuwa na kitu cha kuweka mezani. Iwapo uko na jirani yako mwenye hana, tafadhali tujaribu kuwaleta karibu kama familia moja, ili tusisahau yale ambayo tuliambiwa na Mungu ya kuwa mpende jirani yako kama vile unajipenda mwenyewe. Kwa hivyo Bwana Speaker, nasema ni asante sana, na mengi yamesemwa, mimi pia naliunga mkono kauli ambalo limesomwa, na ni asante sana. Tumshukuru Mola aweze kutulinda iwapo tutarudi tena tuwe wazima sisi sote kama waheshimiwa. Ni asante sana Bwana Speaker.
Thank you Honorable Pauline. I've seen the buzzers of Lucy, then I come Honorable Florence, then Victor, and then Molo. In that order, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Firstly, I would want to thank the Majority Leader.
Is your thing red?
My thing is very red, Honorable Speaker.
Okay.
Honorable Speaker is wide enough to see me. Honorable Speaker, I want to congratulate our very able Majority Leader for a statement well stated, well articulated, and that covers a wide range of every corner that is involved in this county. Honorable, I'm joining the rest in congratulating our very able governor for having brought us this far, and I am sure in the next very many years, Homa Bay will keep to the top. Honorable Speaker, I also want to thank you, plus your very able office, and that of the clerk, for a job well done. Actually, if it hadn't been for the good coordination from that office and the job well done with from this very able house, we wouldn't have passed the bills that have been passed. Honorable Speaker, I also want to thank people of this, the Luo community. We had a very successful Pinyiluo, which brought us together. We saw some of our ways that were getting away from us. Honorable Speaker, on that note, the women folk also went ahead and had Nyanam. I am very proud to be called a Nyanam. And I also want to congratulate our elected female honorable members. They had an opportunity to be recognized in that event. As much as they were not given any document, I would urge that we move forward, we come to the front so that next time they are given something. Because for you to be elected as a lady, it is an uphill task. Honorable Speaker, I also want to join Honorable Hamilton in requesting that we have Yawutnam in future. And you as Honorable Speaker and our very able Deputy Governor, Honorable Oyugi Magwanga, please move with speed so that even if we have only the Homa Bay chapter, but ensure that you invite us as the women folk. Because you see, it is very important that women collect themselves together without men. And men collect themselves but include women. That is very, very important. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the majority. And majority leader, when you will be pushing the rest, the Honorable Speaker and the Deputy Governor in ensuring that Yawotnam Homa Bay chapter is held, please ensure that we women, because we know the safe women to join the women folk, yet the men don't know the safe women to join. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Well done. I thought we'd get some point of orders, but Honorable Victor. Yeah, I've seen you, Honorable Alice. I've seen you. I've seen Honorable Billy as well.
I want to thank you very kindly, Mr. Speaker. This morning, I want to join hands with the majority leader in thanking you for the leadership you've exhibited this far. This House has felt your leadership, and that is why we've reached where we are today. We were ranked number 2 just recently, and that can't go untalked about this morning as we adjourn for a long recess. Mr. Speaker, the support that you've given us as members, Mr. Speaker, should be applauded. And I also want to thank my fellow members who have also accorded you support in your seat as the Speaker of this Assembly. Mr. Speaker, just as has been mentioned by our Honorable Majority Leader, the staff, led by Madam Clerk of the Assembly. The clerk has a competent, experienced human resource. The number of legislations that have been mentioned in the speech of the majority leader, Mr. Speaker, we've managed to do all these legislations with the support of the staff of this Assembly, who have really accorded us proper professional support, Mr. Speaker. It is in order that as we congratulate ourselves, we also remember to thank them and even urge them to help us in future so that all that we do in this Assembly, Mr. Speaker, go into records as the best assembly that existed. Mr. Speaker, what we do on the ground is visible. The steps we are making as a county are seen, and we do all that because of what our governor is ready to do with us on the ground. We thank her, we wish her well, even as we move to the long recess. We urge our governor to keep her hands on the steering so that our county does not falter. We've come from number 47 and currently we are number 1. It is very difficult. It is easy to be number 1, but it's very difficult to maintain being number 1. So we urge our governor to keep on the good work so that we maintain our position. As we move home, Mr. Speaker, the majority leader has spoken about the floods. The floods out there are ravaging our wards, and all our wards are almost affected. Let us go out there and stay with our people. I know times are tough. Things are not very steady with us as members, but let us just try to be with our people so that we see how to maybe comfort them in times of need. Our wards needs us most at this time, Mr. Speaker. I know, again, our tournament is here with us. It's also going to keep us busy at home. And this goes to you, Mr. Speaker. Kamwala FC is coming back. And I want to make my members know that is not going to be easy. This time is going to be tougher. And Mr. Speaker, you gave us a bull last time to slaughter. I expect so many visitors this time. We expect 2.
Noted.
The boys will have more visitors than last time. So prepare 2 at least, so that we feed our visitors well. I want to thank this house once more for what we have done. It is not by fluke that we have been mentioned as achievers. Let us lift our heads high, even as we go into this long recess. I wish all of you a merry.
Mr. Speaker, in every way. When I look at the county government, Mr. Speaker, we are doing it a second time, Mr. Speaker. I think it will be done in a better way. I want, Mr. Speaker, to wish the
Honorable Speaker, I want to join other members in congratulating the office of the majority, but I also want to share and touch the lives of our people. And I was very inspired with this statement because we are in this government that what is not being perfect, but being good enough to inspire many, of which the leadership of the governor and the leadership of this assembly, headed by you, Honorable Speaker, have much to say, but as we wish all our people a Merry Christmas, I just want to congratulate
that, and I think it's of idea that these sports be carried out, because it brings people together, and our youths are also
the state of affairs, and to also congratulate the leadership of the whole assembly together with the members for the work they have done up to now, when we want to break for the wins, and any support to them in terms of monies to get them to do those rules. A challenge for us as the Department of Disaster, despite following up with the department in the executive. It was not easy for them to get hold of the money that are able to use technology so that we can remotely have some of those meetings. Everybody is using technology.
Response to statements. And I'll start with the responses from the chairperson. Honorable Bonda. Is Honorable Bonda in the house? Yes. Okay. Proceed.
Let my thing be read. Oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You are read all over, Honorable Alice.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This
barrier.
This barrier is making you not to see me well. The response visions of the second schedule of Homa Bay County Finance Act 2023. The answer is that and security services issued a public notice on the impounding fees for roaming affected areas where the impounded animals can be held in some counties. Sub-counties, I mean, think. Of Governance, Administration, Communication, and Evolution has been briefed on the existence of potential parcels of land where yards. Our department will impound and provide adequate security for impounded animals once demarcated areas are made available.
Our members to ventilate on that. The purpose of
encroaching into our towns. It is all about them writing to the owners of the animal, identifying them and asking them that the law is very clear being at the highway. There is no grass over there. So before they tell us, it is not about responding to a written statement and finding an answer to come and tell us here that they roam, finding an auction place for animals to be sold. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thanks
for animals to be sold. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you for that elaborate comments. Honorable.
I join my colleagues in saying that the response is just not enough. Honorable Speaker, one of the flagship projects that we have as a county is the Governor's Park. And it is very unfortunate, just 3 days ago, just before the event of the Ninam, Mheshimiwa Pamela and I had to take the responsibility of chasing away the goats that were eating the plants that are planted along the fence. And we felt very bad, Honorable Speaker, because it is something that beautifies our town and is something that has taken a lot of money from the county. That if we can't have these animals done away with, then, Honorable Speaker, we are wasting even public resources. So, to me, I think as much as it will be referred back, it's supposed to be treated with a lot of urgency. Thank you.
Good response and amicable solution that will last long for this kind of responses. Otherwise, I stand to.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipatia nafasi ili niweze kuchangia kidogo kuhusu wanyama ambao wanarandaranda mitani. Nimesikia mheshimiwa mwenzangu akisema ya kuwa wenyeji watapatikana pamoja na wanyama wao katika kituo cha polisi. Watakapoingia pale kuchukua wanyama zao, nataka niseme wapigwe fine mitani. Asante sana Bwana Spika.
Well done. Well done, Honorable Apopo. Make sure your thing is read.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to give also my comment regarding the chair opportunity to invite the respective persons in charge, CCM, directorates in charge of this exercise, to develop regulations.
I hope you are guided. Thank you so much, Honorable, for being keen, Honorable, for being keen. Proceed, Honorable. You don't need to comment on that.
Thank you. Just benefit to the county. So I think it's a chance that you gave us to ventilate so that the chair can invite the departments and interrogate them further, no need for fact-finding, but we can interrogate them further in this house and they tell us.
Concerning the statement, I want to agree that the response that has been given is a clear indication that help in enforcing the right practices on how these animals should be handled. You know, the animals also has got right. As members are discussing this here, the animals also know. So, Mr. Speaker, this practice of animals roaming in towns, this is a practice that started very, very long time ago. In Oyugis going on, you are not born, Billy, sit down. Silence,
just a moment.
And it can be quite demeaning if such a statement can go unanswered, Honorable Speaker. Kindly guide.
Let me guide. You know, you cannot substantiate the obvious.
This mandazi, eating bananas, nowadays they have even upgraded themselves eating fish. Very dangerous animals in Oyugis to quote and charged. But while doing that, we also need to have a place these animals are going to be kept. We cannot just say that we impound them amicably, and we find a long-lasting solution on this. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Well done. Well done. I want to make a ruling on this. This is a... Is that okay? Yeah. Next is the response of statement from...
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Before I read the statement, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, allow me to update at the nationals. Our ladies managed to beat Kisii ladies 15-0. West Pokot, they went for a draw 1-1. And yesterday, they are doing a very good work, and they're representing us well. And when we pray for them and give them good support, we hope to go and support them for the finals on the 12th of this month. Honorable's response to statement sought by the Honorable Member for Kabondo West Ward, Honorable Nyakomita. Following the statement sought, reference number HBC/Ws 1/1/E/E/F/E/CL/03/02/1 statements. 1. Inventory for solar in entire county. Honorable Speaker, the total number of market solar light county has 129, Karachuonyo sub-county has 165, Kasipul sub-county has 105, Rangwe sub-county has 78. It is there in our gadgets. Honorable Speaker, in reference to statement number 2, the total number of market solar light 3 attached, please find copies. Total that need maintenance and repair are 700 and the number of solar lights shown are from Department of Energy only, not including market solar lights done to the department by the Department of Trade.
Are you okay?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. First, I want to say that the statement that has been specific and Department of Trade also dealing with some specific, but the concern again on the functionality, we wanted them to address us in terms of the solar plant so that we don't have duplications of the same resources in the same markets, being that whether it is in energy department or trade department. If you come to Kabondo Kasipul, Kabondo West, there's a market called Ramba Market. So we have a solar light.
Because these things are cutting across the county. Honorable Apopo.
I want to agree with the response from the department, but there's an area where my colleague Honorable Mr. Speaker, when we move to these our wards, there were solar lights that were put in around 2013, and these were the first ones that were created, the Okonyowelo ones. These solar, some are still working, but you find them starting maybe by 7, it will move up to 9, and it goes off. Meaning these lights are still in condition. But Honorable Nyakomita wanted a report on how they can also be repaired. I want to agree with him that if you move in this county, there are such kind of lights that are still existing, but their functionality is in question. So I would also want to request now the committee so that they consult with the department to get us now the record of those that are existing and were a long time done but are still functioning partially, so that something can be done about them to avoid allocating new solars to those same places. And there are some that are still existing that only need some little maintenance. This is what we call prudent use of resources. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Honorable David Olo, are you ready with the response? Please proceed. Please request.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to read this statement. It is from the Department of Blue Economy, Fisheries, Mining and Digital Economy. This statement was requested by the Honorable Nyakomiti. I have a very elaborate statement here. I would request, I'm going to try my best to take not more than 12.
You are granted the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Concept note on the development of sand harvesting, conservation, mining policy bill that featured on Nation newspaper on Tuesday, March 14th, 2023. It revealed that Kenya has some 900 minerals, construction and building materials, and geothermal resources. The minerals have been classified to establish the nature, economic viability, and estimated total worth. According to the same survey, Homa Bay County, alongside other counties like Kitui, Tana River, Kilifi, Isiolo, Makueni, Taita Taveta, West Pokot, Nandi, Kericho, among others, were coltan, base metals, nickel, chromite, lead, zinc, rare earth, Thank you, Honorable Speaker. After consultation, being advised that the forwarding letter should statement. That is response to request for statement. Your reference number, Homa Bay County Assembly /03/03/BE/E/M/DE/6/2023 Volume 2 is acknowledged. We wish to note that our key functions in the Mining Directorate are: number A, regulate sustainable extraction and low-value minerals on public and community lands. B, develop county policy and legislation on the artisanal and small-scale mining. C, manage and license artisanal and small-scale mining in the county. D, enforce mining standards. E, approve land use for mining, extraction of artisanal, small-scale, and low-value minerals on public and community lands. G, implement a mining policy, act, exploration, and mapping of mineral resources. We are currently working on the county sand harvesting, conservation, and mining policy bill 2023. As we report on this, we have our concept for the policy. Copy is attached. We have done the scoping and of the public, that is public participation, and currently in the process of planning, consultative, and sensitization meetings with members of the County Assembly, MCS, in whose wards such sand harvesting activities take place, to be held soon. In this policy / bill, we will address, but not limited to, the following key concerns. Number one, designated sand harvesting / mining areas. 2, time for sand harvesting / mining activity. 3, transportation time for sand of sand harvesters / miners, transporters, and dealers. 5, sand collection and consolidation. 6, way bridges at collection / consolidation areas. 7, licensing of sand harvesters / miners. dealers and transporters, and will consider demographic, including age. 8, depth of excavation of land during sand harvesting / mining. 9, regulate payment of royalties to landowners so as to control exploitation. 10, revenue collection / payment areas / tolls. 11, sharing of revenue from mining activities. 12, this policy bill should be ready by April 2024 as per our policy development work plan, which we had a copy with you. It is our prayer that the Assembly will support us in making this bill. Thank you. That is from Dr. John Agile Nyangweso, PhD, CSK, PK, CCM, Blue Economy, Fisheries, Mining, and Digital Economy. Thank you. All those titles, Mr. Speaker, we have very able CCM. Mr. Speaker, I'm back to now the introduction part of it. Let me start from, according to the same survey, Homa Bay County, alongside other counties like Kitui, Tana River, Kilifi, Isiolo, Makueni, Taita Taveta, West Pokot, Nandi, Kericho, among others, were revealed to have copper, graphite, manganese, iron ore, coltan, base metals, nickel, chromite, lead, zinc, rare earth elements, uranium, thorium, and nickel, cobalt. Those who did chemistry understand what I'm talking about. Other minerals in Homa Bay County include limestone in Homa Hills, gold in Rangwe and Kindu Bay, phosphate in Homa Bay Hills and Gwasi, maram and sand. Sand and maram are the most predominantly mined / harvested in Homa Bay County, especially in Rachuonyo North and South, Rangwe, Suba North, and Suba South. With the ever-increasing demand for these resources due to construction activities as a result of urban sprawl, a lot of environmental degradation have been induced. According to the Mining Act 2016, sharing of mineral royalties is at the ratio of 70%, 20%, and 10% to the national government, county governments, and communities respectively. However, the Act does not provide modalities for sharing the royalties once they are collected. Due to this legal gap, counties and communities have not received their share of mineral royalties collected since 2016. According to Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the mining sector currently contributes less than 1% of Kenya's GDP, but has potential capacity to contribute 4 to 10%. By developing county mining policy, we will therefore ensure that the mining sector adds and contributes to the economic growth of our county and also benefits. Mr. Speaker, I go to the next stage. We've had peaceful demonstrations against Skylight Company over iron ore mining in their area over claims of dishonoring the pledges. All these point to policy gaps in the county. Sand harvesting is mostly done on farm within the river banks and beds, lakeshores within the public and individually owned lands. Likewise, most of the quarry activities take place on the hills, private or public lands, including road reserves. Most of the mining activities in Homa Bay County are artisanally done. That is, artisanally is from the word artisan, done by either individual members, family members, or by most sand from Homa Bay County is transported and sold to neighboring counties like Kisumu, Kisii, Kericho, Migori, and Nyamira. Harvesting is done more than 9 feet deep in most cases. The harvesters take shillings 600, that is about $5 each. Loaders are paid shillings 200, about $1.50, and each, and the landowners 800, that is about $7 per ton of a lorry. Despite this exploitation, sand is often transported to neighboring counties of Kisumu, Kisii, Migori, and Kericho, with a lorry going for as much as Kenya shillings 15,000 to Kenya shillings 20,000, about US dollar 121 to 161, and as little as Kenya shillings 6,000, that is about US dollar. If sustainably managed, these resources could have a number of benefits, including but not limited to decreased riverbed erosions, due to the availability of water, which further enhances community resilience to impacts of climate change. Moreover, increased sand in rivers provides for water retention, hence increased water availability for natural filtration or water flowing through the riverbed. Mr. Speaker, I come to the statement of problem. Despite the economic benefits of mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting, and sustainable utilization of these resources have a number of drawbacks in terms of environmental sustainability, such as degradation of farmlands leading to food insecurity and reduced community resilience to impacts of climate change, socio-economic repercussions such as teenage school dropouts, destruction of infrastructural facilities such as power lines, roads, and water pipes, commonly in Pala area in North Rachwanyo Ward, and Chiwawe Beach in Wangching Ward. Destruction of power lines has greatly impacted on operation of health facilities. For example, the power lines leading to Chiwawe Health Center was destroyed through sand harvesting, and to date there is no power to the facility. Thus, vaccination has been a challenge. Unsustainable sand harvesting has also led to several detrimental effects on local beaches and aquatic life. Natural breeding habitats for fish and other aquatic animals have been adversely interfered with due to shoreline sand harvesting. In addition to the above, local tourism has immensely been affected due to destruction of access roads to the beaches and interference with the natural habitats that are no longer attractive to tourists. Abandoned borrow pits and quarrying sites have become environmental hazards. For example, a number of human and wildlife accidents through falls have occurred, and habitats for vector-borne diseases have increased. In 2018, a person was killed by a sagging power line in Wangching. Human dead bodies have also been exhumed through the activity which is against the cultural decadence of the community, through the activity which is against the cultural decadence of our community. Death has also resulted in instances when the walls of sand harvesting sites collapse. The most recent case in June 2023 was this death of a teenager in Kaijei sublocation in Ranchoro North. From January 2023 to date, 6 deaths have occurred in the county as a result of mining activities. Other major economic impacts are over exploitation of landowners, harvesters and loaders by land dealers. For example, harvesters take Kenya shillings 600, about $5 each. Loaders are paid Kenya shillings 200, that is about 1.5 per ton of lorry, which is later transported and sold at neighboring counties at between Kenya shillings 15 to 20,000, that is about US. The environmental and socio-economic impacts of mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting in Homa Bay is attributed to lack of specific legislative framework. Attributed to lack of specific legislative framework to address the sustainable utilization. Currently, the activity is not regulated. And this is very important, Mr. Speaker. It is against this backdrop, the sand harvesting, conservation and mining policy, stroke Bill 2023, to provide a legal and institutional framework that will ensure sustainable exploitation and utilization of these resources. A policy document will be developed first, followed by a bill. These will also provide for equitable sharing of the accruing benefits from these resources among the community and county government. Among the objectives of the policy, the objectives of the policy, number one, is to protect water quality, especially within the riparian zones in the county, and ensure safe access to water resources. Number two, to provide mechanism for registration of sand harvesters, stock dealers in stone cutting, maram, quarry, and other mineral to form associations. Number three, to aid in designating mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting areas. Number four, to provide the legal and institutional framework for management and regulation of mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting. Number five, to provide mechanism for the rehabilitation and protection of the environment from harmful impacts of mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting and related activities by the community. Number six, to provide clear mechanism for sharing and investing back to the community. The revenue collected from sand harvesting, quarrying, and mining activities. Number seven, the last one, to ensure proper sustainable operation in mines and to strengthen the participation of women and youth through the entire artisanal value chain, including trading. Scope of work. The process of developing the policy bill 2023 will entail a number of steps such as scoping, policy drafting, benchmarking, validation, developing cabinet paper, county assembly committee sensitization, public participation, publishing, printing, and launching of the document. Under scope of work, number 4.1, scoping. This will entail an in-depth engagement with community members at the local level on their views regarding mining, quarrying, and sand harvesting activities with regards to revenue generation, enhancing community livelihood, and environmental sustainability of utilization of these resources. Through this engagement, current practices will be noted and challenges regarding the activities and the possible solutions identified. This will be done pursuant to the provision in the Constitution 2010, which requires public participation on development of government projects, plans, and policies. Community representatives will be drawn from across all over 40 wards in the county. This will enhance diverse inputs across the county, and 10 community members will be randomly selected to participate in the exercise. Each sub-county will be proportionately allocated participants based on the number of wards available. In total, this exercise will engage approximately 600 community members to enhance communication to the community members. Sub-county administrators will be notified to assist in spearheading
what is it,
the process of the value that meetings.
Honorable David, just a moment. Honorable Bobo Bondo, what is it?
Honorable Speaker, I'm raising under Standing Order number 27. That pursuant to Standing Order number 27 3A, I beg to move that the hours of the meeting for today's session be extended from 12:30 until the business of the day is dispensed. I call upon Honorable Majority Leader to second.
Honorable Majority Leader. Honorable members, owing to the business that we have today, and you are aware today is our last day of doing business in this house, Honorable Bobo Bondo, rising under Standing Order number 27, 3A, wishing to extend the sitting hours from 12:30 till the end of business of today. I need to put the question or propose. I put the question. Can I get response? Do I put or propose? Or I now put the question that Honorable Bobo Bondo, rising under Standing Order number 27, 3A, and seconded by Honorable Majority Leader, that the hours of business be extended from 12:30 till the end of businesses. The conclusion of business today. Will as many of similar opinions say aye? Will as many of the ayes have it. Honorable David Olo, you can proceed now.
Thank you once again, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Bob, for being so alert. Policy drafting. Honorable Speaker, protect me from Honorable.
Honorable members, allow Honorable David Olo to prosecute his case.
Yes.
You've just extended time.
Yes.
And this is a very important document which needs to be read properly so that the
thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
I only have 1 page remaining, so members' concern is addressed. Policy drafting. After engaging members of the public, their views and inputs will be consolidated together with the help of a consultant to make draft of the policy. Benchmarking. This exercise will enable the technical team to visit a specific county that has developed similar policy for case studies with the aim of getting insights on the level of implementation, lessons learned, challenges, and how best they have tackled them. This will enable the technical team to enrich the document by adopting best practices that can be custom to suit our local context. Among the counties that have been identified to have developed similar policy and act are eastern counties in Kenya, such as Taita Taveta, Makueni, Kitui, and Machakos.
Which point of order, Honorable Majority Leader?
I don't know whether to seek for your guidance or, but then...
Proceed then.
Mr. Speaker, you know, I listened carefully to the statement of Honorable Deputy Chair of Blue Economy. But then, you know, it is like he's taking us through, you know, some of the stages and processes when we want to come up with a policy that the PhD holder, Dr. Angele, did mention in his statement. So why should we take a whole day, Mr. Speaker, just being taken through the process on how to prepare a policy? Something that we are very much aware, Mr. Speaker, that if you commit, even this, I don't know whether it is this morning, Mr. Speaker, we are 7 minutes away. If you commit it to any committee this morning, Mr. Speaker, they will not seek for any advice from anybody. Our staffs are well acquainted with our members. Nowadays, we are more than a year old in this house. Some of us are even 11 years old in this house, Mr. Speaker. Now, is it in order? I don't know when, you know, whether to put it that way, but is it in order for him to continue lecturing us on something that we know, instead of answering queries that were asked in this house, Mr. Speaker?
I rule you out of order. One, we have had a similar response here, which was half-baked, and the members really labored to debate concerning that. Please allow the leader, the chair Blue Economy, to take us through the stages we intend to do, so that we come up with a proper regulation of bill as per that. So proceed, Honorable David Olo, but you get the concern of members. Please try to read as fast as possible.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for that Solomonic ruling. Mr. Speaker, I'm remaining with the validation. If Majority Leader had given me time, the 3 minutes he has taken, I would have concluded.
Just proceed. Don't answer, Honorable.
This will entail meeting the community members and other stakeholders with the aim of sharing with them the draft policy and to ascertain whether their views sought during the scope are captured in the draft policy. This will also provide opportunity for integrating into the draft policy and other issues that may arise. Honorable Speaker, I'm going to now the second last, the County Assembly Committee sensitization for effective deliberation of legislation by the County Assembly members. There exist various committee members. In this case, committees in charge of blue economy, fisheries, mining, and digital economy will interrogate this policy document and present their report to the whole House for further debate. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, on public participation, this exercise will be conducted by the County Assembly pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution of Kenya 2010, which requires that members of the public are engaged in all government projects, policies, and programs. This is to ensure that the process is public-driven rather than government-centered. Honorable Speaker, there is a table here. I'm not going to go through it because members have the soft copy. They can peruse it.
So that is the response, eh?
They can peruse it at their own convenient time, Honorable Speaker.
So, okay. So you are through?
So, Honorable Speaker, I am through, but...
You are parting short. You are parting short. You are parting short, Chair Blue Economy.
Honorable Speaker, this document is very important for this county. And this is something which had come even in the last administration. I'm happy that this administration has given it a very serious thought. I just want ask members to consider this and adopt it so that we can give the executive arm of government the leeway to come up with a proper legal framework that is going to guide the mining activities in this county. My seconder is Honorable Neil.
No, Honorable David.
Sorry,
Honorable David, that's on a light touch, I believe. I believe that's on a light touch.
Sorry, Honorable Speaker.
Yeah, that's the end of your response.
This is the end of my statement, and I thank the honorable members for listening to this statement.
Thank you. Honorable members, you've heard the response from Honorable David Olo, who is standing in for the chair, Blue Economy and Digital Economy. Can we have some comments, very elaborate? Honorable Nyakomita, what is your comment? Are your concerns answered?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I just want to appreciate our Deputy Chair of that department for presentation. I think this is a good document from the only PhD holder. Our expectation. You've talked of the measures and you talked of the challenges. The only thing that I wanted you to address further, the mining sites. So on your objective, I wanted you to be specific on the mining sites of these resources. For example, if you look at how the mining sites of sands, so you have addressed the issues of the measures and the challenges which we requested for. So, Honorable Speaker, I accept the statement.
Thank you. So you've heard from whoever. So can I have some comments from members? Honorable Victor Buya, whose ward is popularly known for sand harvesting. And
thank you once again, Mr. From the statement, Mr. Speaker, you've heard Honorable Law mentioning Wang Chiang. He has mentioned Wang Chiang almost 6 or 7 times. So it means Wang Chiang has been seriously affected by sand harvesting. The Speaker, I support the regulation that is spoken about. Let the department come up with a proper regulation that will let our people benefit from sand harvesting. Right now, it's just a menace that is leaving our people so poor, without money, and our lands are building our neighboring counties. We also need to work on this regulation very fast, Mr. Speaker, so that our county also gains in terms the mining sites being properly rehabilitated. Rehabilitation is what Honorable to when he said the mining sites are dangerous to the people. We need rehabilitation after mining, and that should be properly spelled out in the worked on by the department. Other than the Speaker, I support. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Victor. Any other member wishing to comment? If there's no member, because that thing was very elaborate. I think today, what is happening today, Honorable David Olo, how I wish that we could fast track that process so that the bill or the regulation, as you trying to put it, be brought to the Assembly as fast as possible. I move to the next request for statement by Honorable Peter Nyakomita as well, to the Chairperson, Finance and Economic Planning. Chairperson, Finance, are you in the House? Are you ready?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, the response before me is on a reference on Homa Bay County Finance Department dated 2nd of December 2023. Mr. Speaker, the reference is on the sand harvesting and transportation in the county. This was a statement from Honorable Nyakometa, the son of Paramount Chief. Mr. Speaker, looking at the response, the county government of Homa Bay under Section 5 of the Finance Act 2023 already charges on the extraction and transportation of sand within the county. In view of the foregoing, we wish to respond, therefore. So this now the precise response. Members, the Department of Finance and Economic Planning has deployed revenue clerks and enforcement officers in the designated areas. This endeavors to ensure effectiveness, compliance, and transparency in revenue collections. Again, the Director of Revenue has enhanced stakeholders' participation in meeting representatives of sellers and transporters to curb unregulated sand harvesting, thereby ensuring that no person will remove or transport sand and cause the removal of sand unless the person is permitted, meaning the person doing the transport and extraction has to have the permit to carry the activity. That's what the department has done. Mr. Speaker, the Director of Revenue, the Director of Revenue has arranged for barriers and put barriers along the access roads leading to the sand harvesting sites to ensure prompt collection of cess on those transporting the sand. Mr. Speaker, the county government is in the process of developing a legal framework and effect regulation to enforce sustainable sand harvesting activities. There is also a point to note that there is a draft environmental management and coordination sand harvesting control regulation 22, which has been effected, if effected, shall establish the county sand harvesting committee chaired by the county CECM in charge of finance. That is the response concerning the statement that was raised by Honorable Nyakometa. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Nyakometa, your comment? Are you satisfied?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm satisfied with the statement from the Chair of Finance. The only thing that probably how to shoot without the missing, then even the birds has also learned to fly without landing. So even way we can also have the policy in a way that they can be taxed at the source, then this framework will be good for the county.
Wishing to comment? Yeah, but I want to say something. This is a house of rules and regulations. As far as this assembly is concerned, Honorable Odongo, who is the Chair of Finance, we don't have the Finance Act of 2023. We only have the Finance Act of 2022. So the department should be informed. To the on that, before I make a ruling. If there's no member wishing to comment, I wish to state that the committee, through the chair, further on that report, because even yourself, you said that you had a lot of political statements from the chair, from the manager of the municipal. So now that we are going for the long recess, please make sure that the responses are consistent. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 8, Bill, the Homa Bay County Fisheries and Aquaculture Management Bill 2023, third reading.
Is the chair, Blue Economy in the house? All members, you are. The only bit that was remaining was that we did not have enough quorum to put the question. So we are resuming from there. Chair, Blue Economy, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, once again. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the Homa Bay County Fisheries and Aquaculture Management Bill 2023 be now read a third time. I also request Honorable Milka Oron to second. Thank you.
Honorable Milka. Well done. All members, I want to propose this question. I put the question. All members have confirmed that we have a quorum I therefore put the question, which is that the Homa Bay County Fisheries and Aquaculture Management Bill of 2023 be now, the court of opinion say nay, the ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
The Homa Bay County Fisheries and Aquaculture Management Bill 2023, a bill for an act of the County Assembly of Homa Bay to provide for the sustainable utilization, management and development of fisheries, aquaculture and other aquatic resources and for connected purposes.
All members, I wish to amend the order paper to read communications. All members, this is communication number 66 of 2023. All members, the calendar for the second session of the third county assembly approved by this House stipulates that today, the 7th day of December 2023, being the first Thursday of December, will be the last regular sitting for the second session of the third assembly. Honorable members, this means that the House will proceed on a long recess as per the calendar of the county assembly. However, you can be notified at any time, if need be, of a special sitting as provided in the standing order number 26. Honorable members, let me take this opportunity to thank the Almighty God who has granted us wisdom and guidance to deliberate on important matters affecting our people throughout this second session of the Assembly. Honorable members, I would like to thank you for making the exercise of presiding over the business of this House lively and enriching. I want to appreciate the efforts of each and every member of this august House for their valuable contributions to the deliberations on the floor. I want to thank specifically a few members who have made it a habit of debating in Kiswahili. That is Honorable Pauline Omogi, Honorable Zakayo Okuma, Tieno, and lastly today, Honorable Sophie Salim, for debating in Kiswahili. How I wish we could encourage many of us to be debating in Kiswahili, so that the tag that Homa Bay is known for not speaking Kiswahili is done away with. We have had a total of 109 sittings, including this current sitting of today. We also had 66 communications from the chair. We have had 5 statements of topical concerns. We've had 15 requests for statements, and we have 10 bills stages. This is in this session only, not the ones we passed in last 6th. We have 5, which is the process ones are the 5 municipalities regulation, and we have had 74 reports tabled and adopted in this House. The County Assembly also vetted 40 different appointees to different positions in the Homa Bay County. State of the County address by Her Excellency the Governor, Honorable Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga. This was in consonance with order number 20, as read with the section 4 of the Homa Bay County State of the County Address Act of 2019. I would like to encourage you to liaise with the Office of the Clerk for drafting of private members' bills, motions, session of the County Assembly. All members, I urge you to utilize the recess period to consult the electorates in your session, which is done through plenary and committee meetings. All members, you will be expected to continue presenting views, opinions, and the electorates on public service delivery, and extend professional knowledge, experience, or specialized knowledge on issues of discussion as outlined in number 24(1) and 25(3). This House stands adjourned December 2023 to Tuesday 13th of February 2024. All members, I wish you a happy festivities full of God's favor and protection. So the House stands adjourned to Tuesday. The House stands adjourned to Tuesday the 13th of February 2024 at 2:30 p.m. Thank you.